Nuxt provides a convenient method to render meta tags called head. Use it in your page level components to inject title, meta tags, link tags, style tags, and scripts. It must return an object of metadata. Let's start by adding a title to our homepage. Create the head function and return an object with a property called title with the value of homepage. We can add other meta tags under the meta property. It's an array of meta objects. Let's add a description to our page. Create a new property under title called meta and make it an empty array. Inside the array, make an object with a property called name and a value of description. Next, add another property under that called content with the value of this is a homepage. As you may have noticed, these properties match the HTML meta tags we're used to. There's one more thing to add. Since Nuxt combines metas from multiple places in our app, it needs a way to keep track of which ones are new versus which ones are being updated. It does this by using a property called HID. It can have any value. Let's add HID to our object with the value of description. And let's save. Okay, let's see what this looks like. Yep, looks like the title updated. Now let's take a look at meta description. To do that, we'll view the page's source. Your browser might have this cache, so you might have to refresh. Everything looks great. You can even use your Nuxt config file for global metas. Let's go back to our Nuxt config file. Let's add a property called head with the value of an object. Nuxt has a handy property called title template that lets you apply a string template to all of your titles using the %s as a placeholder for your page title. So add a property called title template. Let's use a value of mastering Nuxt with a %s. And let's save. Let's check out our browser. And refresh. Looks good. You can even add attributes to your HTML and body tags. Create a property called HTML ATTRS with the value of an object. ATTRS is shorthand for attributes. Inside this object, create a property called lang with the value of en. Let's go back to the browser and view the source. And refresh. Looks great. Next, we're going to do the same thing with body. This time, create a property called class with the value of an array. Inside the array, add a value of my-style and save. Let's go back and look at the source in the browser. Refresh. Let's go search for body. There we go, it added my style to the class. Yep, that looks good. You can also add the same properties as your Nuxt pages to your config file. Let's set our encoding using a meta object. Create a property called meta with the value of an array. Inside of the array, create an object with a property called charset with the value of UTF-8. And let's save. Let's take a look at the source and refresh. And there it is. Notice Nuxt combined the metas from both the Nuxt config file and the home page. This is just a small taste of what Nuxt can do with meta tags. We'll do more later, but for now, if you'd like to learn more, just click on the link in the lesson description.